Alright, I've got to admit, even for me, this is a little ridiculous. Alright guys, Ferret here. Welcome back to my May manga haul. Now, wow, what a month it was for me and my manga stuff. I kind of went nuts a little bit. I have a lot of volumes to share with you guys. I have 90 plus volumes. It's pretty crazy. It's been a long time since I got this many in such a short amount of time. But a lot of them are used. Sort of. I'll kind of get into that as the video goes on. But let's go ahead and get into it because I don't want this video to be half an hour long. So, as you guys may have already noticed, I have a lot of new volumes and a lot of volume 1s and so many things to get to here. I'm going to try to keep this sort of wrapped up, not too long. I'm going to talk about these series more, but I'm going to try to keep it short. That way you guys can watch the whole video without having to sit there for too long. But please, if you see a manga or a book you would like to see reviewed more in depth or get my thoughts on it, just go ahead and shoot me down in the comments. Let me know which one you'd really like to know more about. Whether, should you go pick it up and buy it? Should you wait? All that kind of stuff. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with our new volumes that we bought new of our Canadancia comics. So here we have Your Lie in April, which I have not watched yet. I had heard many good things about it, and one of those manga, it leaves you just wishing there was more to read. The next volume was already out. I loved it. It's about a boy who's really self-conscious and had almost a traumatic experience. And just music is kind of used to be, it's not an escape, but music could be, and this girl shows up and she could really help him and each other, and it's just kind of this really serious kind of slice of life that I just love the genre so much. I can't wait for more of those. I really can't wait. And here we have the third volume of The Heroic Legend of Arslan. I haven't got to volume 2 yet. I haven't quite read it yet. I have it. I really need to get around to this. It started off a little slow, but I mean, it's from the same author as Fullmetal Alchemist, so I'm expecting really good things. I think sometimes it's hard. You go into something with a little bit higher expectations than maybe you really should have. And the first volume was still good. It was just, I haven't gotten around to it yet. As you can see, I have a lot to get to. And so I still am hoping to get back into this series so I can catch up on it and all that goody two-shoes stuff. Now here we have a tried and true Fairy Tail Volume 48, a really enjoyable volume to read, lots of action going on, right in the thick of this, this demon arc. It's really great. This arc is really focused a lot on Gray, which I think is great because it's really given his character a real chance to flush out. Since, ever since that the first little bit in Fairy Tail there, he hasn't gotten all that much love. I still have the sticker on this one. Oh well, there are going to be stickers on a lot of these. I was trying to take them off before this video, I just didn't make it. Here we have Attack on Titan, Before the Fall, Volume 3. And so, I've read the first volume again, just trying to get around to getting read the rest of them. It's going to be good, and I enjoyed it. It's just hasn't been on my top priority list, but still a good read. Obviously, it's Attack on Titan, so it's really been pretty good. One of my favorites, and it's been one of my favorites for a long time, The 7 Deadly Sins. I'd love to do a video on this at some point. I don't know how I'm going to do it or what format, whether it's just an impression video or a recommendation. I'd like to kind of save my recommendations more for maybe series that are complete, like Soul Eater, Nejima. I have some other ones that are complete. Rosario Vampire just finished, and that was awesome as well. And so, wait. Should I be unboxed? I don't remember if that was in a video or not yet. Probably wasn't. I'll have to go get it later. So here we have 7 Deadly Sins. Anyway, I'm rambling. This video's gonna be too long. 7 Deadly Sins, great series about the sins, and how good. Oh, it's so good. Pick it up. One of the best shonen battle mangas there is right now. Really great. Here we have Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches. Kind of a gender bender, not occult, but kind of supernatural kind of series. I read the first volume. I haven't got around to reading this volume here yet, but it was enjoyable. I didn't actually like it much when I first started reading the first volume, but by the end of the first volume, I wanted more, and I really couldn't wait for the second volume to come out. So can't wait to get into this one and see how the gender bending works out. Now here's one I'm going to do another video on. I want to talk about it, and right now I really recommend you all go out and buy this book. This really kind of caught me off guard. This is a silent voice, obviously, as you can see. Again, this is my Canadensha pile. And it's a story basically about bullying consequences, and just how, I mean, it shows you the perspective almost of the life from the bully side. And like the main character is the bully in this, which is, I find, maybe unusual. Wow, I mean, it was pretty powerful stuff. The little girl is, I can't remember her name already. I can't remember her name. I just read it. But anyway, she's deaf. She can't hear. She can't hear very well. She has hearing aids. She has a lot of trouble. So, a really, really interesting look at, you know, bullying and how it affects people and kids and the struggles. So that was my Canadian pile right there. Let's start on with our Sword Art Online pile. Let's start with our Yen Press pile. Sword Art Online 2, Progressive. Really fun read. Kind of gives you a bit, if you like Sword Art Online, read Sword Art Online Progressive. You get some of that in-between bits you missed. Like this book here had like a lot of scenes from after they cleared the first level. You don't have that massive time jump, so that was really interesting. Now, this could possibly be my used pile, but I didn't put it in my used pile. This is, what's it called again? Omario Himorai. I could be wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. I'm really sorry if I just butchered that. I had some of the previous volumes, and I guess this one's used. I say I guess because, I mean, I know it's out of the plastic and stuff, but still it just seems like perfect condition. And at the same time, these are apparently 2 used volumes. Also, volumes, what volumes are they? I'm not even, I know I didn't have them. They're 4 and 5. So that kind of completed my 4 through 5, I believe. And so, they're still in the plastic, still unopened, but apparently someone had them, didn't want them, and so I got super lucky. Technically they're used, but they're not really used, if you catch my drift. And so that was a great find for me, really cool pickup. Alright, here we have one I was super excited for again, Sword Art Online fans, and Sword Art Online haters. We have Sword Art Online Girls Ops, Silica's best pony. Silica is like my favorite character from the show, just basically because she was adorable and had like a little mini dragon. And so, actually, for those of you who don't know, Silica, yeah. sorry, I really had to do that now that I've like messed up my focus. Get my focus back. So this is all about basically the stories of some of the girls and their adventures and some of the stuff that goes on with them. So if you like the Sword Art Online characters and you have a favorite waifu from the show and you want to see what she's up to, read it because you'll like it. Alright, really nice series here that I'm really happy to see come out in manga form as well as Yen Press has it out in novel form. A certain magical index from basically a certain series of all of them, because we know, and you'll see more of them later in this very unboxing. But here's a certain magical index volume 1. I just got this like a couple days ago, haven't had the chance to read it yet. I've been reading so many other things from this pile, and so I have great hopes for it. Obviously I've watched the series and I really do rather enjoy it. The art style is nice, because I mean, a lot of the times it changes from the show and stuff, so it was cool to see how the art style would be, because it was hard to tell by like the outside. Like the art style is kind of like this, but it's not like super like that, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And here we have the talk of the town. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I have never seen more pictures, fan art, and cosplay of one anime character so quickly in my entire life. So I am really excited to actually get into the hype myself and find out more about her and this story. I don't really know much about it yet. I really don't know much about it at all, but I just knew I had to get it. And so, he's got a big dream, but not much more. So basically random encounters, dungeons, girls. You get the gist. You guys know what's gonna happen. But the art style, especially with the cover and the you can't really tell. But like these are kind of, you can see they're shiny. This one's not. This one's more of like, picture if you like play GTA, you get the classic color. Well, this one's a matte color, basically. It doesn't got the shiny. It's got like a little bit of texture to the cover. So that was actually nice. It's a different kind of volume, really nice. So I can't wait to get into that. again, another volume I haven't got the chance to read yet. But at the same time, if you guys would like to know more about some of these series, even though I haven't read them yet, I will be reading them in the next few days. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see more. Anyway, Trinity 7. This one I believe is all about kind of like assassins and all that kind of stuff. So he's living an ordinary life with his cousin when a mysterious happening called the breakdown phenomenon makes her vanish before his eyes. Determined to eradicate the, I'm reading on my camera. He enrolls at a Royal Bibla Academy. Step forward ahead, but nothing's impossible when you've got 7 beautiful girls. See? You're so shocked. There are several beautiful girls who are probably scantily clad, because if you pay close attention, bum, bum, bum. Parents be warned. Alright, that was my Yen Press new pile. So man, I'm gonna try to bull rush this, guys, because this is gonna take a while. So here we have Evergreen, Volume 1. Loved it. One of my favorite pickups of the entire month. Go pick this up by 7 Seas. So great. 7 Seas has been killing it lately with great releases. I mean, all the companies have been, but Yen Press is, 7 Seas has come up with some of my favorites. So, Evergreen story about a girl and a guy. The guy's really kind of a loner, doesn't really talk to anybody, all that kind of thing. He meets this girl, and I think you kind of get the idea that she might have some more problems than she lets on to. But just really sweet so far. Nice slice of life from the same writer as Toradora, which made me super excited because Toradora, as you guys might know, is one of my favorite all-time series. Or at least my favorite all-time romance. It is my all-time favorite romance. This is going to be a short series. I believe it's only 4 volumes. So not much of a stretch if you want to start picking this up. Another great one. Like I said, 7 Seas been killing it. The Ancient Magnus Bride. An awesome series. The art is phenomenal. The story is really fascinating about a girl who kind of has like supernatural sort of abilities. She's basically like a mage or a witch, but she's a sleigh beggy or buggy. That's basically how it translates. Some people like had a gripe about that, but the online translations that people were doing actually were the ones that were wrong. And so basically she is sold or bought by this guy here, and he's training her. We don't really know what his plan is for her yet, but supposedly he also wants to make her a bride. But the art style is so fascinating. Such a great story. Really great. Really, really good, fun read. Here we have Opidrio of Blue Steel Volume 4. I'm really behind in the series. I'm 2 or 3 volumes behind on reading it. I did enjoy the first volume, even though the art style isn't my favorite, which is probably what's slightly keeping me back from it a little bit. But at the same time, if you guys like this series and want to continue, I know it's not doing the best in the world for 7 Seas. So if you want to support this series, if you really like this series, which I do enjoy it and think it deserves a stay, make sure you go out and buy a copy to keep it around. And then, that's my 7 Seas. Then we have The One Loner. I believe this here is my only Dark Horse manga. So we have, I never actually watched the show, the Orimo. I don't know what it says, guys. I'm so sorry. I have read the first 4 volumes that Dark Horse released, and so I am slightly familiar with it. So this one really interested me because I really found the manga. I enjoyed it a lot. The humor is what really got me. So I'm looking forward to this one, even though again I haven't quite got the chance to read it. Oh my gosh, so much talking. Speedrun. So here we have Seraph of the End. Buy this. Buy it now. If you like battle series, even not necessarily battle series, but good fights, good characters, interesting art, vampires versus humans versus demons, blah. Buy it. It's so good. It starts off like it had like few ups and downs for the first 4 volumes, but like with this volume, it's already right back to the top. So action packed, so interesting. The plot just keeps you guessing. Very good. And then we have Nisekoi. Who does not love Nisekoi? Well, I say that. This was probably one of... I love the volume and I love the series. This is probably one of my least favorite volumes just because I really didn't care about her sister very much. I didn't really care about her character. I cared more... I can't remember her name, but I cared more for the red-haired girl. I mean, I'm like, oh, she's pretty adorable. But I guess I'm just looking for maybe some story development. I know you're going to have volumes like this every now and then. Still a good volume. Still, the series is still great. Don't let that deter you. The series is still one of my favorites currently running from Viz. Now here we have one I actually did get used and I put it in the wrong pile, but we're going to go through it anyway because it's basically brand new. I'm pretty sure this book just came out. We have Requiem of the Rose King. I bought this because it was $3. Basically brand new, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. I'm like, I don't always buy used, and so in the medieval England during the age of the Wars of the Roses, the first battle rages between the House of York and the House of Lancaster. Young Richard of the House in York is determined that his family will ascend the throne, but he's hiding a secret that could destroy everything he desires. So that's the gist of that. I actually really didn't even know much about it, so I apologize for that. Like I said before, I'm going to get to my talk about used manga in a minute, but before we do that, here we have actually a couple more yen press ones. I didn't actually finish on my yen press ones, so don't listen to me about anything else I say. Love at 14. This is a very nice book. It's sort of like is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon type cover. It's not like just slickly colored. I mean, slightly glossy. The art is very nice. It's simple, but it's perfect for the story. If you're like a kid that was at all awkward in high school, I really recommend you buy the series. And even if you weren't, and you just like a good, innocent romance story, this one's really nice. It's really cute. I really like this. It's a bit on the expensive side. $15 for a book hurts, I'm not gonna lie. But if you can find it a little bit cheaper through whatever means and websites you can find, I recommend you do it because this book, I think, is really worth it. And here we have volume 2 of Love at 14. So, I mean, like I said, this volume just came out and I had bought the other volume. So I had to get the first two. I believe volume 3 actually comes out this month here in June. So that one's a used one. Let me put that one aside. So here we have just a few volumes here. I don't get the light novels very often, but I like to support them, and I like reading regular books, especially when I go on trips. So here we have Spice and Wolf, Volume 1. Love the Spice and Wolf series. If you guys don't know much about it, you really should. It's about a wolf girl named Holo, and she basically ends up with a traveling merchant, and it's basically their adventures. And I have Volumes 1, Volumes 2, and Volumes 3. And so I got the first 3 volumes because I got them for slightly cheaper. The place I bought them at, they had them marked down for some reason. I'm not sure. I think I got these volumes for let's see, how much are they originally? They're $13 a piece. I think I got them for $8 something a piece, and usually they were 10 something at the store. So that was kind of that. Alright, so I'm going to kind of move these aside a little bit. And now let's get talking just a little bit. Hope I won't talk long. Anyway, used manga. Buying manga new is a really good way to support the manga industry, but there's every once in a while I will buy used manga if I see it. And so normally I don't just always wait to find used manga, but if I see it and I find it and it's a book I need, I will buy it, and I really have no problems with that. And so that being said, I went into a used bookstore the other day, and it looks like somebody apparently brought in their entire collection. So, basically, I walked out with it. So, I spent quite a bit of money, but most of these volumes, some of them are brand new, and so I don't know why they'd been returned, had been brought in. Maybe someone needed to go to college or something and needed to pay bills, I don't know. But anyway, a lot of them are very new. Some of them are hard to find, and they were all basically 50 to 70% off because they were used. So, let's start going through them, and we'll buzz through these because a lot of these are more complete series. So here we have Crimson Empire. I really wouldn't have bought this for any other reason than it was $3. A lot of the reason I buy used manga as well, if it's a series I don't think I ever would have started, and I buy the first few volumes used if I find them and decide that, hey, this is pretty good, I'll go out and buy them. If it's a series I don't really know about, and I'm I don't know if I really want to read that bad, well, I'll wait on it, and maybe if I find it used, maybe I'll pick it up just to see what it's about. Alright, so this should go a little bit quicker. I know this is going too long already. We're in a speed rush. Midnight Secretary. This is a shoujo beat series. Not something I usually read very often at all, but I saw the first volume used, and it had been in the store for a very long time. Because someone originally bought this at Books A Million, so they probably paid $12 for it. So I got it for $3 and it's very good condition. I don't really buy manga unless it is in good condition. Used manga, I mean. And so, Midnight Secretary, about a woman who is a very good secretary. She has a baby face, so she tries to make herself look as proper as possible. Finds out she gets stuck with this really tough boss who's always sleeping around. Come to find out, he's a vampire, and he really likes her blood. So basically, she becomes his like personal kind of midnight type secretary, and they start to form this like awkward like relationship because he doesn't really like humans. So it's an interesting series if you like romance and relationships and stuff. Normally, like I said, it's not really my thing, but it's a nice change up every now and then from the Last Sangdon and Kamehame. So sometimes it's nice to have a nice little love series. So there we go. Anyway, that's the series. Volume 2. Volume 3. Boom boom. And Volume 4, which I am currently on. I've read the first 3 volumes and I did enjoy them. Bam. Volume 5. So I got all these for about $4 a piece, I believe. Some of them might have been 5, like the newer ones. Volume 6. And Volume 7. So I don't know if this could be a final volume, I don't really know. I haven't really paid attention. Yeah, the final volume. So yeah, I do have the complete series. So that is really cool that I was able to find that all in one. Really pretty cool. Let's put that over here. So here we go. Here's, oh my gosh, so much manga on this small little desk. Boop. So here we have a series that I haven't really seen very much at all in stores. It's let me see if I can pronounce this right. It's Jormungand. Jormungand? Might be right, it might be wrong. So basically the tagline, which is what kind of interested me at first, death is their business and business is good. And so that seemed really interesting. Like I said, I'm not really sure much about this series. Obviously you can go, I know Funimation has a dubbed anime version of it, so if you want to know more about it, well, if you want to know more about it, I'll read it at some point and give you more information on it. I'm sorry I don't have like super much information on it at the moment. Actually, let me read it for you real quick. So, Jonah is a child soldier born amidst a chaotic conflicts that rage across West Asia. He finally his family lost to a war fueled by weapons supplied by so-called merchants of death and international arms dealers. Despite Jonah's hatred of the weapons and violence, he employs both extremely well in the service and high-flying arms dealer, blah, blah, blah. Only one thing is for certain, it's going to be a long, hard road of hell. So, really cool. Really cool sounding series. The anime didn't really look like it interested me that much, but maybe this will change my mind. Volume 1. I got all of these for, one of them was $3, the rest of them were $5 and even $6. And so, but at the same time, they are $13 a piece, so a little bit more than half off. Alright, Volume 2. Volume 3. Volume 4. I should be showing you guys the back as well, probably. Sorry about that. Volume 5. Oh, that's not quite in focus, is it? Volume 6. I think, was it Volume 6? So I don't know if any of these are hard to find or not. It's like some of them, like online, were saying like out of stock and stuff like that. So I have no idea. Some of these may actually be hard to find. I have no idea. And I might have just got like the dumbest ass lucky you'll ever hear of. Volume 8. Volume 9. And Volume 10. So again, awesome pickup for me. I actually bought the first 4 volumes, and then I actually went back the next day and bought the rest of the ones they had because I couldn't leave them. I just couldn't do it. So that's published by Viz, those volumes there. Alright, quickly here, we have some, Madoka Magica kind of books here. I have a few of them. I haven't really read any of them yet. I've been just kind of grabbing them as I kind of go, just haven't really got to it. I haven't watched it either. I know I'm sorry. I know I need to. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, we have Volume 1. Funny story. I have volumes 2, 3, and 4, and they had volumes 1 and 5 of the Final Innocent Malice. And so, perfect for me, exactly the 2 volumes I needed at $5 a piece. I never really bought these because I was not willing to pay $12 for books that were so small, but that's kind of how that goes. And so I got them used, and yay me. So here we have Sundome. Sundame. Very interesting series. One that I don't know if I'd ever buy new. I might if I had. This is volume 3. I already bought volume 1. I haven't read it yet. This was like $3, so I bought it. It was in decent condition. It's a very perverted series, but it's a very dark series as well. It's very deep. It's got very adult themes to it. So yeah, keep that in mind for that one there. So here we have another awesome pickup. Senkirei Undying Love. I've been meaning to pick these up for a long time because I already had the first 3 volumes. Just, it wasn't on my priority list. Boom, I walk in, the whole series I believe that's out. So we have, this is all about a girl who wishes to die and get turned into a zombie, and she actually does, and so it's all about them trying to keep her alive, sort of, because she's kind of like decaying. So very interesting indeed. So that's volume 4, volume 5, volume 6, volume 7, volume 8, and volume 9. Again, used. Basically, this, I mean, look, I mean, you can look at this book. It's brand new. I mean, that's just something, I do prefer to buy my manga used just to support the industry, but I'm sorry, I'm not giving that up. I mean, what a great deal. I mean, all those books, I mean, $4 or $5 a piece. Really great. Alright, that's, so we had Yen Press for the Madoka, and Kinidansha for the Senkirei. Senkira something. Now we have more certain magical. Again, a certain scientific railgun, not a magical. Thinking magic things right now. So we have volumes 8. For those of you who don't know, Railgun's basically about like science, and it's along the same lines as, you know, a certain magical index, kind of the same characters and some of them, kind of a crossover. Volume 9 and volume 10. So again, I believe volume 10 just came out. I just, let's see, how much is it? Let's see, $13 book, and the lucky price, if I believe, was $6, if not $5. It was one or the other. So again, I mean, great deal. I got so lucky. I really did. Really a great pickup for me. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. This is a series that I always thought about picking up, and I kind of wanted to because I knew it wasn't doing super well. But I had so many other things in mind that I wanted, and I just never bothered. So again, this is like that example of a series. If I found it used, I was going to buy it and give it a shot. So I found the first two omnibus editions. This is volumes 1 and 2. And so I definitely picked them up. I believe this one was like $7.78. And this volume 2 here, well, volume 2, volumes 3 and 4, was like 8 something. So, awesome sauce! Like I said, I'm really happy, so excited about this. And then again, here's another one that I haven't really even seen anywhere. This one I think these ones are really kind of hard to come by. I could be totally wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Vampire Cheerleaders. 2 sexy supernatural tales of the mad inventors of fan favorite Oi House, Vampire Cheerleaders, and Paranormal Mystery Squad. So basically, vampires and cheerleading, goth girls. You guys get the gist. So I got volumes 1, volume 2, and the Vampire Cheerleaders. And Vampire Cheerleaders Must Die, which I don't know if it's supposed to be like a spoof off of like Orcs Must Die. I'm assuming no. I didn't show you the back of this one. So there's that. I got all those used as well. My goodness gravy, guys. We're last pile, I swear. I really hope this video isn't like 25 minutes. If it is, I apologize. Here's a series I really would like you guys to give me some feedback on. Fate Stay Night. I've never seen this anywhere. I've never seen it used. I've never seen it new or anything. I'm sorry, I've never watched any of the Fate series. I'm going to. I really apologize. I'd like to. I know it's one of the best, but time. And so, these were a bit more expensive than I wanted them to be. They were like $5 a piece still, which I thought was a bit crazy. But at the same time, I'm not sure if these are out of print and impossible to get. So I have the first 6 volumes, actually in pretty decent condition. Not the best, but pretty good considering. So let me know, guys. I tried to look up it online, but I didn't really get myself any answers. Is that like out of print and hard to find? And I know they probably never finished it, so it doesn't really matter. But you know. And so here's the last pile. Nothing special. I have the Prince of Tennis, which I really don't know if I even wanted or would read. But the thing is, I'll just show you guys. Oh, I don't think it actually says on here. These used to be $3 pre-owned. And then no one bought them. They got thrown in the 50-cent bin. That's right, 50-cent manga. So I got volume 10, volume 11, volume 12, 13. I think you guys know where this is going. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, that's 19. Wait, am I been counting wrong this whole time? No, I missed some series. I don't think. Oh yeah, I don't have 18. That's why. Oh, that's my bad. 20, 21, 22, 23, and then also I threw this in there, another 50-cent piece. I've been like slowly collecting these. I don't know what it's about. I'm sorry. This is the worst. I'm like, guys, I don't know what any of this is about. Look it up yourself. It was just a 50-cent one that I grabbed because it was 50 cents, and maybe I thought I might find more at some point. So let me get this like mashed up on my desk, and let's take a look at it in all its glory. So there you have it, guys. This month of May's crazy manga haul. I know that was a lot, and I know it was probably a really long video. So if you guys stuck through me with all of this, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a crazy manga haul for me to do all in one. I was like even tempted to just like take some of these and say I got them in June for the next video, because next month I probably really won't have all that many. But I didn't want to do that to you guys. I thought I'd do this just massive manga haul right here for you. So please, if you enjoyed and would like to see more, and specifically if you would like to see me talk about some more of these series in depth, either just first volume impressions or series in general, leave me a comment and I will be happy to do that with whatever gets the most popularity. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me this week. I had a blast doing this video. I have a blast doing these videos for you. It's just something I really like to do. So guys, if you don't know who I am Ferret. I do unboxings, anime, like manga reviews and manga hauls and unboxings. So anyway, guys, I have been Ferret, and I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye-bye! Where in the hell am I gonna put this crap?